This is how I explored Charleston, South Carolina in 24 hours. Now that I live back in Savannah, I'm only 2 hours from Charleston, so this is what I wore on my drive down, and it was pretty quick and simple. This is the lobby of Emmeline. It is technically a resort hotel, and it was absolutely beautiful. The lobby was gorgeous. It doesn't give a lot of curb appeal, but inside is beautiful. This is the lobby right by the front door, by the valet, so this is what you see when you walk in. Right when you get off the elevators, this is what you see. Everyone has a coffee station on their floor, which I thought was amazing. I don't know, I'm just used to broke bitch hotels, I guess, with an espresso and like a water seltzer station, which you guys know I love my seltzer. And I'm just walking above the lobby. I was on the second floor. I asked for an early check-in, so I honestly think this was probably like one of the first rooms available. I'm usually always asking for an early check-in, honestly, usually with my schedule. But this was like kind of like a studio-ish room. Let's have a look around. Okay, the bathroom is here. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, little robe. I'm into it. Okay, shower looks super cute. Okay, that's cute. Okay, this slides closed. It is pretty tight, but I expected that honestly from the pictures. But I'm honestly only here for one night. So I am definitely going to enjoy this vibe. Oh my God, what a view. Oh, that's unfortunate. This could be really nice if these windows open. This could be some sort of patio space. We're gonna close that. Oh, this is cute. Okay, yes, we appreciate folders. What is this? Okay, wait. Okay, right, because I do not appreciate when I do not have a guide. I appreciate that. I really get frustrated trying to click through, trying to see what's what. This is cute. This is adorable. And it's like in this, like, this is lovely. Okay, we're gonna be going through that later. Okay, little mugs, little ice tray. I appreciate a glass. I appreciate a glass. I hate when you're stuck with the little cups. Oh, that drives me crazy. Little plastic cups. I have to get ready for my client, so I'm gonna try to throw some makeup on my face and get myself looking decent for these girls, and then we'll figure out what else is happening in Charleston. So, it's in the car so I can get to this event. Always me and my little cart. So I was booked for a 40th birthday party, which is not uncommon for me, but it was a group of like 4 women. And honestly, the readings were kind of heavy. So I was a little drained after this. I definitely needed a bit of a pick-me-up. I literally needed to take like a smoke break when I got back to the hotel. This was just a cool spiral staircase that was right next to the front desk that went all the way up to the second floor, which was right next to my room. So I thought that was pretty cool. I used that a lot rather than the elevator. So once I came down from my reading, I got changed, and this was like a perfect Southern coastal dress. Love it. No bra needed.
And sometimes the outfit is titty. You know, sometimes the outfit is just breast. You understand what I'm saying? The pièce de resistance.
So one thing that was great about this hotel is that they give 2 free complimentary cocktails upon arrival, but because I needed to go straight to my client, I couldn't enjoy it right away. So I enjoyed it afterwards at what's called Little Palm. And this rooftop bar is so cute, and the bartender did not hold back on these margaritas, okay? So normally I take the time to research places before I travel, but the way this trip came together, I kind of wanted to leave a little bit of room to be flexible. So I really just browsed restaurants while I was sitting at the bar. And it was great. The opportunity to ask the bartender his recommendations. And I did look them up, but I think I was just more in the mood for something low-key, not something super touristy. I just kind of wanted something that felt unique to Charleston. So I settled on this place called Chez Nu. And honestly, I would have gone back to get my car, but I was a little too drunk from these 2 margaritas, and I didn't eat all day. Julio? Hi. Okay, hold on. So let me tell you about the restaurant that I chose. This restaurant does a unique menu every day. So 2 entrees, 2 appetizers, and a dessert. And what you're seeing here was what was offered for the night that I went. I got that salad, the fritters. I think the pasta was available, but I went with the chicken because it was like a lavender chicken, which was like, when am I ever going to have like a lavender infused chicken ever again? And it was really, really interesting. So I was like, yeah, I'll go there. It looked really cozy. It's a small place. They just did beer and wine, no cocktails. So I was like, yeah, I think this is the vibe that I need. I want to have something local and I want to have something that's not super touristy, but still highly reviewed. This is their Instagram if you're interested, ever going. Okay, at this point in the night, I'm bordering between tipsy and drunk. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to wait on a dinner cocktail, but this is the restaurant. So I love being outside. So initially I did ask for a seat on the patio, but it was just like too many mosquitoes and I have type O blood, so that was not gonna work. Hi, good, how are you? Good, welcome in. Thank you. You're joining us for dinner tonight? Yeah, I have a reservation. Whitney? Yeah. Okay. Can I do the patio? You sure can, absolutely. Find a comfortable spot. Thank you. So I did eventually move back inside, and this was my first course, which was a salad. It doesn't look special, but let me tell you, I'm still thinking about this salad. Something about that cheese, it was a little spicy, just something about it was just lovely. And I'm going to take the opportunity to get on my soapbox here about, going out to restaurants by yourself, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. You will notice my headphones on the right of the table, and that is because I propped my phone up and watched old episodes of Abbott Elementary, having a good old time, having a great laugh. Okay, and my server was amazing. At some point in the night, I asked her for a glass of wine, but then when second course came, I said, "Oh, can I have a glass of wine?" And she was like, "Half a glass?" I was like, "Yeah," because she already knew, like, babe, like, don't give me a full glass, like, I can't. And I had a great time chatting her up. She was from Jersey, and I had a lovely dinner. This chicken, by the way, was delicious. So don't wait for other people to go out. Like, go out, enjoy the places, enjoy the restaurants, have your experiences, sit at the bar, take your phone, take your headphones. Don't worry about looking awkward. Like, this is your fucking life, babe, live it. And you know what? Why do we need to see how we look? Because the focus is on the food, not how you look. And that felt like an amen, okay? In case anyone's wondering how much that cost, my total check was $119, and so that was for 2 appetizers. That was for the salad, for the fish fritters, which is basically some fried fish, girl, and the chicken entree. I did not get dessert because I just didn't want what they had. And then I tipped 20% because I usually always tip 20% because I used to work in food service, so I usually only tip below 20% unless the service was really terrible. But yeah, that's just what that cost at like a really unique restaurant. It wasn't breaking the bank, wasn't Michelin star or like $500 or whatever, but it was still really good food. So, just treat yourself, man. Like, that's not happening every night, but worth it, Hi. Hello. For Whitney. Oh my God, I love your lights. Okay, give me 1 second.
Take your time. That's all right. So we have
I drank a lot today. These lights are so cute. I want this in my car.
You can install it.
I'm not doing all that. It's more whimsy when I can experience it on a non-day-to-day basis. But I have thought about it. So at this point in the night, I got back to my hotel, which of course had a restaurant and bar attached. And my signature cocktail, personally, as a person, is a sidecar. That is a cognac cocktail. That is what I always order if I'm going to a nice bar that I know can make it right. And this was my nightcap. So I ordered this, and I also ordered olive oil cake to go up to my room. So I was quite pleased. And this is me enjoying my cocktail and my cake, watching freaking Shark Tank. When I say, like, nothing else makes me happier. Maybe if I had a new episode of Game of Thrones to watch. And I think I was trying to connect HBO, but like it just wasn't working. So I just settled for Shark Tank. But like, I was pretty pleased and happy and content, honestly. Okay, really quickly, the episode of Shark Tank was featuring Camp No Counselors, and they did not get a deal, but Camp No Counselors has hired me for several events for major clients. So, it just felt like a full circle moment. It was really good. But let's get into the morning. I was listening to my morning affirmations, and look how cute this is. I've never been in a hotel that had this. I'd be at some broke bitch ass hotels. This is adorable, and I did need a nail file. Also, these glasses were complimentary. I was like, can I take these water bottles? They were in the fridge. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I can take these. Like, I'd just be on some broke bitch shit for real. But here's what I did. I booked a 9 a.m. carriage tour because I really wanted an opportunity to see the city, but I knew I didn't have a lot of time. And I would have preferred to do an architectural tour, like a walking tour, but this was the best I could do because I needed to go back to Savannah because I had to log into work by 2. So I fit in a quick hour tour, and honestly, it was enough. It was enough for me to be like, yeah, I did that. Then finally, I went to the market, which is right like in the center of everything. There's like 5 big buildings of just people selling their wares and their troves. That reminds me, I bought some hot sauce and some quail eggs. And also I got this like pineapple hot dog as well. And then I got on the road, y'all. I checked out and I drove my little self back down to Savannah. And that was my 24 hours in Charleston, y'all. Like, I got paid to do what I love, and I got to enjoy some great drinks, some great food, and heading back home. And I love being back in the South, let me tell you. Okay? Happy to be back in the South.